What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in the game of Risk Global Domination. I have a daily release schedule on YouTube and I stream on Twitch almost as often. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and come along the ride with me. For today's episode, we're going to be playing a Play with Friends game on my stream. Currently hanging out with 167 of my friends. And for today's episode, I'm going to want to do a game with friends that have not played with me before. Okay, so if you have played with me in the past, please sit out for this game and give people a chance who haven't, because I've gotten a lot of requests in the chat of folks who would like to play, and I just can't satisfy the demand possibly. And I'm not trying to do any sort of merit-based or payment-based way to do it. So if we could, please and thank you. Let's just get folks who haven't played with me, okay? Okay. We're going to be doing fixed caps on EU Advanced. Fog Blizzard's Alliance says no portals. No, we can do portals too. Why not? Let's go. And only new people, please. I said only new people. Look at these assholes not listening. Who's not listening? I would love to play with you all, but I have played with you all. Can we get some new people, please? I don't want to kick you. Don't make me kick you. Thank you, Spud. JK. All right. We're going to have to kick him. Sorry, guys. Nothing personal. Finley. People don't listen. All right. We got Alphonse Cliche. We got Dumion. We got I'm Wyrd. We got Therbeeo. One more spot. Hi. All right. And we got Eddy, Shinsato. Everybody please ready up. Who needs to be purple? Nobody wants to be purple. It's the shittiest color, Spudley. So these EU Advanced fixed cap settings have been really tickling me recently. And hopefully with this game, I'll have a little more time to hang out with you guys.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
All right. We see black putting a really strong cap in southern England. Orange decides to cap off here. You can see pretty much the whole board. Who am I not allied with? This is either orange or white. I'll figure that out now. Here's me. Please sit, Reggie. Thank you. We're just seeing where everybody's putting their caps. Okay, so orange is up in the top right. Purple or magenta cap, orange cap, black cap. Where's green go? So second last to choose. I don't love it. I'm going to take this. I guess. And white takes the Portugal cap. And now the fun begins. Orange would like Africa. That makes sense. Orange takes the split bonus of Africa, not on the first turn. Yeah, you like the portal cap? I think it's a good move too, but I just don't like the bonus that it threatens, so. All right, so in the first position, we have the orange player's Eddy Shinsato from an unspecified location. Eddy is an expert with 14,357 rank points, 200 hours in the game, and a record of 68 and 287. In the second position, we have Dumion flying the flag of Uncle Antarctica, ranked as an intermediate 10,458 FFA rank points with 21 hours in the game, and 15 and 28. In the third position, we have I'm Wyrd from the U.S. Virgin Islands, ranked as a master 24,250 with 76 hours played, 51 and 76. In position 4, we have Therbeeo from Jamaica, ranked as a master 18,414 with 430 hours played, 172 and 437. I'm in position 5. And in the final position, Alphonse Cliche 13 from the United States of America, also a master, 16,632 with 218 hours, 183 and 508. Okay. If I can snag a lag. This little bastard. There we are. I like that. Start a lot. Looks like white takes Spain turn 1. So how's this game going to go? Black's going to be here. White's going to be here. Orange is going to be here. Magenta's going to be here. Green's going to be here. And I'm in the center of the board. All right, seems like an opportune time to get back to answering some of your folks' questions. So that we're going to do the Kill Pete Strategy Discord Q&A from wherever I left off, if I can find it. But I can't find it because I am bad at Discord. All right, do we have any priority Q&A questions I haven't gotten to? Captain Tony would like to know, what do you think of the contemporary human condition? We as humans are powerful enough to reshape the climate, but not powerful to save those we love from suffering. Not required, but to bring context, this is personified well in James Watt, inventor of the steam engine. He created works and marvels of the 1700s, unfathomable at the time. His son died of tuberculosis at age 27. He tried his best through experiments to save his son, but could not. He helped shape the world we live in today, but could not conquer life itself. So I think it's a bad question. All right. Magenta takes Russia, but leaves their cap insanely weak. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if someone were to steal that cap. That's the riskiest shit I've ever seen. Free cap, right? Anyone could just, like, white can just jump in there and steal your cap and completely ruin your game. Or jump in off the portal. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Anyone on a portal, black could do it too. This is not good. So something to keep in mind, folks, when you're playing caps. The strength of the cap is associated with the number of dice it rolls. The minimum number you should ever leave on a cap that you're trying to hold is 3. Because the cap actually rolls 3 dice. But if there aren't 3 troops on it, it can't roll the 3 dice. So right now, a 6v2 is 100% roll in that territory, just like regular balanced blitz. Do you lose if you lose your cap? You don't lose the game, but what you lose is you lose those extra 2 troops a turn. And of course, the victory condition for capital conquest is holding all the caps. Okay. So my answer to Captain Tony's question, what do you think of the contemporary human condition? We as humans are powerful enough to reshape the climate, but not powerful to save those we love from suffering. So saving those we love from suffering is a much more spiritual goal than a material goal. The first noble truth of Buddhism is that life is suffering, right? The Buddhists accept that suffering is inherent to the human condition. So given that, it is more of a esoteric spiritual goal to eliminate suffering. But if we are being truly wise about it, we understand that we can't ever eliminate suffering. That's not a realistic goal. Instead, what we can do is try to live with it, mitigate it, and integrate it. It's not really possible to eliminate suffering. It's much more likely to think about it as we accept that suffering is inherent to the human condition. What are you going to do about that? Right? So yes, we can continue to invent things to make our life experience more comfortable. But the notion of eliminating suffering, that's just not possible. Okay. Captain Tony would also like to ask, do you believe in aliens or the presence of aliens anywhere close to the vicinity of humanity, whether on Mars, a nearby galaxy, our moon, or on Earth, etc.? If so, why? If not, why not? Okay. The Fermi paradox states that there is this idea of the the Fermi paradox asks the question, if intelligent life is so abundant in the universe as it is likely to be, then why don't we have an experience of those aliens? And the answer to this question is there's probably a filter. So maybe we are the first intelligent species. Maybe maybe the destiny of intelligent life is that it destroys itself. There's all sorts of questions we can't really answer. But this is just a belief question. So as far as what my belief is, I don't think there are aliens in our nearby vicinity. At least not anything we would identify as aliens, right? They might be so far advanced compared to us that they would appear unrecognizable. And if that's the case, then that makes a lot more sense. We would appear as ants to them, insignificant. But it's possible and likely that an advanced alien civilization, advanced to that extent, wouldn't care about us at all. Wouldn't see us as all that interesting, right? They would probably see us as a curiosity, much in the same way that we consider ants to be. So if they are nearby, I don't think it matters. All right, let's move on to the regular Q&A question. Let me see if I can even find where we left off. Okay, Razor Dog would like to know, do you believe that guys and girls can just be friends? No. This is a controversial opinion that I have. I think there is a sexual component to human relationships, and the platonic ideal of men and women as just friends is maybe not objectively false, but there will always be a certain level of attraction and interest to the opposite. So a true platonic friendship, I don't think is a thing that's really in the cards for men and women, simply put, just because there's always that polarization. Wonder what I would do if I was green. That seems like a fair move. Okay. The next question is Rodri887. Hey, Pete, I have a couple questions for you. One, do you fear death? Would you want to be immortal? Would you want humanity to be immortal? First question, do I fear death? Yes, obviously. I think we are instinctually designed to fear death. So it makes perfect sense that we would. And it's not shameful. Magenta dies. GG. Yeah. Okay. Ah! I love the screaming. So yes, I think obviously any being that is alive wants to preserve its own life. So it makes no sense if anyone were to say, no, I don't fear death. Now, I try not to preoccupy myself with the fact. I try not to obsess over the inevitability of my own death, but it is certain that I will die, and I have to accept it to some extent. So there's no, yes, I fear it, but there's no sense in wallowing in that fear. Second question, would you want to be immortal? No, I don't think we can possibly fathom just how long immortality truly is. Forever is an impossibly long time. So whether or not I would say I would prefer to be amortal, right? The idea that we don't die of natural causes, but maybe we don't age in the same way. I think that would be something that I could get behind. At least deciding when to end it, as opposed to having it thrust upon you in 60, 70, 80 years, something like that. The final part of your question, would I want humanity to be immortal? I think humanity already is immortal in a strange way, right? The continuum of life that has gone since the beginning of all life. You missed that territory, green. You don't have the bonus yet. You have to hit a 5 of white. So the continuum of life, life continues to evolve, continues to grow and change. And I think we make this semi-false distinction between natural and artificial in the same way that we make this false distinction between what is human and what is other, right? I believe all humans are all connected. I believe all life is connected, right? We're all one manifestation of source energy in myriad forms. This is really good for white. I think white now has a dominant position. So life already kind of is immortal. When all life ends, at the end of time, perhaps. But again, infinities are so unfathomably large that it's almost not worth talking about it from my teeny tiny limited perspective. All right, moving on. Vayday would like to know, hey, Pete, why do you sometimes not pay attention to the +2 on the cards, like looking for the territories that could attack in order to get the +2, or setting with the +2 in the territory cards that are far away when you know there's no chance for a +2? This has to do with cognitive load. So the way I play Risk is I prioritize things. Seeing as how we have a limited timer, and also seeing as how I am generally recording a show, generally streaming a show. So I'm interacting with chat often. I'm interacting with the game. I'm interacting with these questions. There's a lot going on. One of the things that has to go by the wayside in that triage is I lose out on my ability to min-max the mechanics. So similarly to why you guys will rarely ever see me min-maxing with the slider, I don't tend to worry too much about that +2, unless it's, you know, in one of the early turns in a prog game, or in fixed, you care about it a little bit more, right? Worry about what matters the most first, and then what matters less essentially, right? Okay. My play here is very obvious. And we sit on the portal. Looks like everyone is generally happy with that structure. All of the continents are stable except for Africa in the bottom left of the map. White is still doing very well, generating 22 a turn. And now we get to see how this cookie crumbles. White player in the lead, 106 troops. Scratch that. Goes down to 91. White goes bad neighbor to orange, giving orange no choice but to hit me. Potentially a good move by white. Let's see how orange plays it. Card skips. Okay, black gets 15. Joins the pylon. Yeah. It has been decreed. Orange took 2 distributed bonuses. So here's another thing that I'm not saying don't do it, but it's fairly risky when you do. So because the Southern Sweden the Southern Sweden Blizzard splits the Scandinavia bonus into 2 pockets, right? 1, 2, and 3, but you can't connect. You have to go through the entire rest of the board. Similarly, the Libyan Blizzard here splits the North Africa bonus into 2 pockets. So in fixed, it's kind of tough to hold these bonuses. And you can see now that orange has been broken. It will be very difficult for them to recover their position. I don't really want to add insult to injury. But seeing as how, I have to get a card. Maybe I open orange to retaliate off a portal. That's always a possibility. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. So yeah, that's just to put a pin on that question. The cognitive load associated with doing something this complicated means that something has to go. So if my mind isn't able to prioritize those 2 troops versus the 7 or 8 other things it's doing in the moment, I'm just going for maximum time efficiency. Great question. Okay. Bagel would like to know, do you know who Technoblade is? Also, what effect, if any, did he have on your YouTube career and life? I do not. Do not know who Technoblade is. I heard he died. Don't have a clue who this person is. Bear in mind, folks, I'm an old man, and I did not grow up with video game television as a thing. So I never aspired to create video game television. Ooh. Black throws a ton of troops at orange. Bunch of surprise faces. Yeah, Orange is happy. GG, man. Yeah, I'm dumbfoundedly surprised at my success with this. I think the fact that I am considered to be good at creating work in this medium is a blessing, but I kind of reverse engineered it. I just thought from first principles, what would somebody who would want to watch my show want to see? And then tried to make that show. Okay. Joey would like to know, for newer players, how do you suggest approaching playing games with much more experienced players such as myself? Sometimes for newer players, it can be intimidating. I have answered this question a bunch. Yeah, good game. So my answer to this type of question is, similarly to other things in your life, when you experience fear, that is your subconscious trying to protect you, but oftentimes comfort is the real enemy long term. So if you really want to get the most out of your life, sometimes you have to experience that fear and integrate it and do the thing anyways, because you'll be proud of yourself if you did, right? You never regret the things you didn't do. Or rather, you never regret the things you did do. You regret the things you didn't. So be brave. Put on your big boy pants. Come play Risk and learn from really good players, right? Don't see them as intimidating. Don't tie your ego to winning and losing. Think of it as, I have this opportunity to learn from somebody. I have the opportunity to humble myself and experience a great player. And try and soak up the skill and the knowledge as much as possible. Okay. NB Vonnie would like to know, what is your favorite piece of non-interactive media, i.e. a show, a piece of art, a book, etc.? My favorite book is 1984 by George Orwell. My favorite movie is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And my favorite TV show is The Sopranos. Seinfeld is a close second. For a comedy movie, I like Big Lebowski. I don't read a lot, but for a nonfiction book, I would say Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. Okay. Rythetic would like to know, what is your favorite fiction book series? I don't read fiction. Green does take the kill on Orange, I think. No, Punch is black again. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hitting you. You're good. But I actually can't hit anything. I can hit a portal, I guess. Portal attack. See, the +2. See, I do it. I do it when I have time. I do it, guys. Okay, I'm just going to get a easy hit off the portal. Pass the turn. You see, I'm also running out of my clock, so I really am doing it to triage the clock more than anything else. Yeah. Sorry, Rythetic. I'm not a big fiction reader. I can listen to books. I can't really read quickly, so it's hard for me. Scott Colliver would like to know, you answered a question for me on stream about free will, that you believed in a deterministic universe. Can we be held accountable for our actions if our decisions are caused by a causal chain that extends back before we were born, back to the beginning of time? Yes, we can be held accountable for our actions because we are the ones who are the link in that chain, right? You don't know what your desires are. You don't know what your thoughts are. You don't own your thoughts. You don't create them. So just because you are a ping pong ball bouncing back and forth between different forces in the universe doesn't mean that that absolves you of responsibility. It just means that... Okay, now orange dies. GG, Eddy. It just means that we can't know the future. So just because I think the world is deterministic, that doesn't change the fact that there's nothing I can do about it. And the fact that there's nothing I can do about it is a relief. It allows me to not take myself so seriously. All right, this question is from the Buckeye Tie. Hi, Pete. In a 3-player endgame on Classic Fixed, if you're in the troop lead, what is a good strategy for closing out the game? I don't know. I suck at Classic Fixed. If the other players aren't willing to progress the game while trying to mitigate the risk of the suicide. The third place player has the least to lose by suiciding, so I feel like targeting them is the worst option. Targeting the second place player seems like the best option because it incentivizes the third place player to work with you. To keep the better positioning, keep up the great work. My answer to this question is, I mean, yeah, I can joke around that I suck. I'm reasonably good at Classic Fix, but I'm not. This is more of like a filler champ question. But the short answer is, I try to position myself so that my generation is always positive and I get overwhelmingly large at some point. And once I do, then I can just kill both of them. That's how I try to play it. But of course, they're going to try and cut me down. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. All right, Slick Schmitty would like to know, Pete, what are your favorite tunes to bump right now? I'm always into some Matt Good if I'm feeling a little melancholy. I enjoy... can I even get a card? Yeah, just have to get a card off of... Did White steal Iceland? White is playing such an opportunistic game. I love it. I would love to get back there somehow, so I get an extra bonus. Can I do that without pissing off White, though? Probably not.
This is fine.
Okay.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is where you have to use the slider, right? So you want to dial it down so you don't commit as many troops. You just get a 100% roll. Once the stack starts to be large enough, you stand to lose too many troops compared to what you stand to gain. Yeah, to bump to, I like old school funk. I like dance music. I put on this Aqua Dr. Jones track when I opened my show a couple weeks ago, and that was a fun one. It really depends on the mood, but music is great. I wish I could play music on my show more, but when I'm recording for YouTube, obviously, the juice ain't worth the squeeze as far as risk of copyright strikes and whatnot. Okay. Ooh, didn't expect to see that. Oh, green would like... I see. Green would like a bonus. Makes sense. Give black the good game. And now there are 3. We've gone into the 3-player scenario. And white is at a decent lead, 250 troops to my 200, and green's 136. White is playing a super tight game. Green wants to trade there. All right, I try and snag that bonus. See what happens with that. All right, we have a pretty stable situation going on here. Ooh, there's a bit of a break. Oh, he wants something of his own. I see. What was that worth? +4, and I lost like 15 troops. This board gives me 31. Heard a lot of explosions. Doesn't really look like a lot of explosions. Okay. Oh, there were a lot of explosions. Okay. Ooh. A big slam on green. All right. Kathy would like to know, hey, Pete, you have said before that you would choose not to be immortal. We touched on this, didn't we? I feel as though the answer is biased because we're used to the idea of a limited lifespan and we can't accurately judge whether or not we prefer the other option. 100% true. My question for you is, if you had been living in a world where people live for extremely long times, 1,000 years, for example, would you choose to die earlier, live the same as everyone else, or live forever? I'm asking because I feel like there's a bias to stay the same as everybody else. I think we've reached the all-out war stage. Oh, green's gonna get slammed. Pete is also getting slammed. Okay. So, yeah, we're building on the idea of immortality. So, if we, as social animals, want to connect with others of our group, that harmony, that balance between the positions, if everyone you know and love is dead and gone 1,000 years, then what's the point of living forever, right? Why do we want to live just in terms of quantity? This is something that our society hyper focuses on, is quantity over quality. And I really think that the quality question doesn't come up enough. What's the point of living 1,000 years if all of your friends and family are dead? So yeah, you would ultimately want it to be in balance with everybody else. White would like me to attack green. What's in it for me? I see. That's what's in it for me. Not getting attacked. Hey, buddy. You have to wait 11 more minutes. Meow. He says, no, I'm hungry now. Green needs a trading spot with white. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's there's definitely a bias. Get along to get along. Like, I don't presume to know the correct answer to this question, so that's how I'll approach it. My intuition tells me that I would still choose to die at some point, just because the end brings a finality that the unfathomably large number of infinity simply cannot. But great question. The Anthony would like to know, are you more of the gym or a home workout guy? I can do both. SJ Moore 86 with the gift subs. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. All right, we get that little England trading zone going. That works for me. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Okay. Oh, you want to do a little biceps? I'm going to do a little biceps. Should I keep this in the YouTube video? I get a lot of flack for not everybody wants to see me do curls in the video. White wants Iceland. Just give me Iceland. Okay, you can have Iceland. Jesus Christ. Keep it in the video, you beautiful stallion. All right, all right. You don't need to butter me up. I'm already nice and slippery. We're going to do a little quick biceps lift redeem for the fine folks. Remember, folks, a strong mind wastes away in a weak body. You're at home and you got nothing to do while you're watching the show. I invite you to think about doing a little lift along with me. Now, green wants Iceland. I'm so confused. My whole philosophy behind sitting at a desk playing video games. Oh, you want to see a little flex Reno? The sitting at a desk playing video games is very different to how I have tried to integrate my lifestyle, right? My work-life balance. Fitness was always a component, right? So working outside in the sunshine, being physically active, very important to me over the course of my life. So now that I'm doing this work, it's important to take a minute and just use that little reminder to take care of yourself. I know, Reg. You get your dinner after this game, okay, buddy? I don't have an inoffensive take. Because green's sitting on this portal. I don't want to break their Iceland. Definitely don't want to upset white. I know better than to break green at this point in the game. Sometimes retreat is the better part of valor. And we'll see how this cookie crumbles. So yeah, I do both, right? I do a home workout. I have a decent gym downstairs. I like going to the gym for the motivation, looking at all the beautiful sweaty bodies and whatnot. And of course, all the extra equipment that you just can't have at home. Sometimes it's an issue whether or not I have the patience and the time to actually get there. Or Pete does check out dudes. But Kilted actually has the sex with them. Got him. And I was so grateful when our gyms reopened because that was really rough. Not being able to go to the gyms for 2 years. Yeah, you thought I wasn't watching, but I was. I was watching you this whole time. I know. Are you hungry, Reggie boy? I love you. I love you, Schmopus man. You. I love you. Ooh, we're breaking a little Pete. That's what we're doing. We're doing a little breaky. Well, I mean... The Anthony would like to know. We got that home workout guy. All right. Next question is from Pickles Plays. Hi, Pete. I'm a fairly new viewer. Why is Reginald called the Schmopus boy? Can you answer this one for me, Reggie? Why are you the Schmopus boy? Is it because of all the flumpus meat? Is there? No, I'm a Schmopus man. I'm not a Schmopus boy. I'm an adult Schmopus man. Yes, we love you, Reg. I don't know. It's just something you say. There's no real origin story. Reginald Schmopus, the Malopus boy, the Maglumpus, the Schmumphus man. Is your slider on? If anyone is a cat owner listening to the show, you'll understand exactly all the stupid names you come up with. Green through the oops. Through the oops. Reginald or Gerald is more of a meepo because he meeps. He doesn't meow. He goes meep meep meep. Looks like a hot war still continues. Stupid names are a requirement of cat ownership. See? You know. This man knows what I'm talking about. Aaron. Oh, shit. $69 cap.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I don't believe that this is fine. I think White is concerned about the fineness of the situation. Ah! Dude, the screaming is so funny. Cosmaka would like to know, are you into bears, cubs, wolves, or something else? I'm a cat person, so I like the big cats. Bears, cubs, wolves, those are all carnivorans, but they're more of the canine side of the family. I like the Felidae. Okay, white hits. I think it is a foregone conclusion at this point. Let me guess, white goes for Iceland again? Ooh, just gets a card. Mm-hmm. Okay. 551, 2, 103, and 111. Pretty sure this game is over. Oh no, my bonus. But my bonus. What's that? Another default that would be nice in the game is to not force a joker in, if at all optional. Yeah, good game, guys. This was fun. I really would love to be able to play with more of you guys. I hope you all know that, right? And there doesn't seem to be a fair way to do it. I don't want to charge people. I think that's kind of gross. My thinking is more, how do we do it in a fair way? So today, just having newer people that I haven't played with before get a chance to play, I think that's the right answer. And we'll do that from time to time for the show. Kilted also says, I'll play with anyone for $1,000. So there's different philosophies to how to approach viewer games. You can always do it Kilted style. Hey, 69 troops. I don't think I quite got it. All right, GG, man. What is 11v6 on a cap? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. GG players, thank you very much. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to answer some questions. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And come along the ride with me. I have a daily release on YouTube and I stream on Twitch almost as often. If you are looking to support me and helping grow the game of Risk and this community into its destiny, there's a couple ways you can contribute to my Patreon. You can become a member of my YouTube and you can join my Discord, get notifications for when I go live on Twitch and catch the next stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.